Long before humans walked the earth, a different kind of creature ruled the land, sky, and sea: the dinosaurs. These ancient animals lived during a time called the Mesozoic era, which lasted for over 180 million years. That's a time period so vast, it's hard to even imagine. The Mesozoic era is divided into three main periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. Each of these eras had different types of dinosaurs, plants, and climates. The Triassic period, around 250 million years ago, was when dinosaurs first appeared. At this time, Earth looked very different. All the continents were joined together into one giant landmass called Pangaea. The first dinosaurs were small, two-legged, and fast-moving. They were not yet the huge giants we often picture today. Then came the Jurassic Period, around 200 million years ago. During this time, dinosaurs became much larger and more diverse. This is when some of the most famous dinosaurs lived, like the Stegosaurus with its spiked tail and plate-covered back, and the long-necked Brachiosaurus, which could reach the tops of trees for food. The Jurassic Period was warm and humid, and plant life flourished. Finally, the Cretaceous Period arrived, lasting until about 66 million years ago. This was the last era of the dinosaurs. Here we meet the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex, one of the most powerful land predators to ever exist, and the clever Velociraptor, a small but intelligent hunter. The Earth during this period had more oceans and flowering plants, and the continents started moving apart into the shapes we know today. But what happened to the dinosaurs? Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid hit the Earth near what is now Mexico. The impact caused huge fires, blocked out sunlight, and led to a mass extinction. Most dinosaurs couldn't survive this sudden change, and so their reign ended. However, not all dinosaurs vanished. Scientists now believe that birds are the modern descendants of certain small, feathered dinosaurs. So in a way, dinosaurs are still with us, chirping in the trees and flying in the sky. In this series, we'll explore how these incredible creatures lived, hunted, moved, and evolved. We'll meet plant eaters, meat eaters, flyers, swimmers, and even some that looked like tanks on legs. Get ready to travel back in time to the age of dinosaurs.
The story of dinosaurs begins during the Triassic Period, about 250 million years ago. Earth was still recovering from the worst mass extinction in history, the Permian extinction, and ecosystems were slowly rebuilding. Out of this destruction, the very first dinosaurs appeared. These early dinosaurs were small and agile. One of the first known species is Eoraptor, a quick, two-legged predator about the size of a modern dog. Dinosaurs like Herrerasaurus also roamed the dry plains, using their sharp teeth and claws to catch prey. These creatures had lightweight bones, strong legs, and an upright posture, all features that gave them an edge. At this time, Pangaea, the single massive continent, allowed dinosaurs to spread across the world. But they weren't alone. Crocodile-like reptiles, flying pterosaurs, and early mammals also shared the land. The Triassic world was harsh, dry deserts, volcanic eruptions, and little plant life. But the dinosaurs adapted. Some became herbivores, like Plagiosaurus, which used its long neck to reach vegetation. Others remained fierce carnivores. These early species laid the foundation for what would come next. As climate and ecosystems changed, dinosaurs evolved into many forms, ready to dominate the planet in the Jurassic Period.
Welcome to the Jurassic Period, around 200 million years ago. The Earth was warmer, forests were dense, and dinosaurs had spread far and wide. This was the age of the sauropods, massive, long-necked plant eaters that became the largest land animals ever. The most famous of these giants is Brachiosaurus, a dinosaur with a long neck and front legs taller than its back legs. This made it stand taller than other sauropods, allowing it to eat leaves from tall trees.
Others, like Diplodocus, had whip-like tails and stretched over 80 feet in length. Herbivores dominated the Jurassic, but there were predators too, like the powerful Allosaurus, one of the top carnivores of its time. These hunters had sharp teeth and strong jaws, hunting in packs or ambushing weaker prey. Flying reptiles, such as Tyrannosaurs, filled the skies, while early birds were beginning to evolve from small feathered dinosaurs. Life was thriving. The continents began shifting, and Earth ecosystems became more diverse. This allowed dinosaurs to evolve into an incredible range of shapes, sizes, and behaviors. From tiny raptors to towering sauropods, the Jurassic was a golden age for dinosaurs.
The Cretaceous Period, from 145 to 66 million years ago, was the final chapter of the dinosaurs. It was a time of great change. Earth's continents were drifting apart, the climate was more varied, and flowering plants began to appear. This era introduced some of the most famous dinosaurs in history. The mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex, with its massive jaws and tiny arms, became the king of the food chain. The clever Velociraptor, though much smaller than in movies, was a fast and smart predator. There were massive herbivores like Triceratops, with its 3 horns and frilled head, and armored dinosaurs like Ankylosaurus, covered in thick plates and a clubbed tail for defense. Flying creatures like Pteranodon soared above the coastlines, and the oceans were filled with marine reptiles like Mosasaurus. But this age ended suddenly. Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid struck Earth, creating global fires, blocking sunlight, and disrupting the climate. This caused a mass extinction, wiping out nearly all dinosaurs and many other species. It was the end of an era, but not the end of the dinosaur story.